All right, so today this is like a double video. It's going to probably bore the tits off of you. But, okay, when I was selling on Etsy about that and about what the heck this is, and I just found it in my cabinet and totally forgot I even had it. And so what the heck is this thing? I don't know. I'm not an expert. Probably some kind of centerpiece bowl of some sort. And I always thought that it was French. And I sold it as French. Yes, I did sell this. And I'll tell you the whole insane story about this. All right, so if you're a seller on Etsy, you'll notice that a lot of people will come by and they'll be like, hey, I really like this item, but I can't afford it. So would you just write in the listing, in the title, on hold for Joe Blow or, I don't know, Harry Balls. And I'll just give you money every so often whenever I can afford to. And yes, that's an actual thing on Etsy. And I couldn't believe it because layaway, I mean, the only time I ever remembered layaway was probably in the 70s when I was a kid. When the poors couldn't afford something, they would just do layaway. And so here we go. So this item I had listed for $895. Someone came along and said, I just have to have this. I can't live without this item. What the hell is that noise? Oh my God. Okay, my fish behind me almost just jumped out of the tank. So if you heard that bloop noise, my fish sees me because I'm leaning up against the counter. He's always happy to see me, and he almost just jumped out of the tank just to spend time with me. I kid you not. All right, so here's the deal. So this lady comes by. She's like, I can't live without this item. I can't afford it right now. I will give you, she said, $100 a month if you could hold this thing for me for about 9 months. And I was like, well, in 9 months, you can probably have a baby. I don't know about this. And then she wrote me back, please, I'm telling you, I just have to have this. So I was like, I just want the money now, not later. And she was like, come on. And she sort of talked me into it. I'm a bit of a sucker sometimes. Yeah, a real sucker. And so every month, I was giving her like a payment, like some kind of payment reminder. Yes, I had to remind her to pay me the $100 a month. Because if you think about it, you take an item off the market for months. Somebody else could have just bought it like a week after this lady started layaway in cash, full price. And this thing would have been gone and out of my sight. And so, yeah. So I kept having the freaking reminder, hey, it's, January 1st, you owe me $100 and rinse and repeat every month until she paid $500. Yeah, she paid $500. And then she came back to me after 5 months and said, well, I really think you need to know this, but I can't afford to pay you payments anymore. I just lost my job. And I'm going to be evicted from my apartment because I can't afford the rent anymore. I need my $500 back. And I was like, what? I spent that $500 months ago. Well, not months ago, but the $100 every month, I'm telling you, it went to bills. I mean, what do you think? I have a side bank account that every time you give me your layaway installment, I put in an envelope on the side and just wait until the whole thing's paid off. No, my dear. That's not what happens. So she contacted me and she said, I want my fucking money back and I want it now. And I told her, well, and by the way, I didn't mention this. When you ever do layaway, and please try not to, because people can do this to you, what this lady did to me. I made her sign, well, not sign, but I sent her a message in the payment requests and every payment request. All payments are non-refundable. If you change your mind at any time, payments are non-refundable. If you decide to stop paying, payments are not refundable. You will not get your item until everything is paid off in full. And I made sure every single payment request, that disclosure was in there. So, yeah, she said, no, give me my money back. And I said, well, I don't have your money and you're not getting it back. So I said, look, you want something? Go in my shop, find something for $500 and I'll give you $500 in credit and I'll send you the shit. And she was like, no, I need my $500. I'm being evicted. I have no money. I'm broke and I have no job. And I was like, tough tits. And you people might think I'm cruel, but sorry, Charlie, you kept me from keeping this item for 5 months on the market. It was off the market. Somebody could have bought this item, paid the $895 in full, and it would have been done, right? No. So what happened was finally she gave up, realized she wasn't getting her money back, and I kept being, kind and saying, you have a $500 credit in my store, pick an item. Except for, I'm not going to lie, most of my items, the prices were above $500. But tough titties, too bad. So that is a cautionary tale. If you're selling on an online platform, on eBay, they never do this. Because, of course, eBay requires payment immediately. But other sites like Ruby Lane and Etsy, and I forgot the other selling mediums, a lot of people like Mercari and what's the other one? Shopify and all that other stuff. You get people that want you to do layaways. And it can go south pretty fast. Now, if this lady lived in the same state as me, by the way, she lived like on the other side of the country, thank God, she could have taken me to small claims court. I would have won, most likely 100%, because I did give her a disclaimer in every single payment request that I sent her, saying no refunds, all sales are final, no refund of monthly installments, this is a final sale, and yeah, she tried to get her money back, and it was not happening. So I got $500 for this item, I got to keep it, and that's the story behind this item. Next, what the hell is it? So I sold it as thinking it was French, and here we go, we got this gorgeous little cherub, and there's a cherub on the other side. Both cherubs holding up this beautiful bowl. We got this very French Empire style base. But what I think it is now, and by the way, worth the same amount of money as if it was French, and like French Empire style or French, probably, what's that era? Napoleon III era. This is actually from about my guess, I'm no expert, from about 1890s to about 1915 or so. This is very old. And yeah, $895. Price is subjective, as a matter of fact. Whatever somebody actually wants to pay for it, that's the value. So in my description, though, I did make sure to write that I wasn't 100% sure what this was. You know, if it was French or not. I said French style, antique, centerpiece bowl. And my husband, by the way, wants to throw oranges in this. Can you believe that crap? I was like, if one orange touches this antique bowl, your ass is grass. And so I'll make you laugh. Want to see where the oranges are? Okay. I feel bad for him. He could have actually really used that bowl. Okay, so my viewers may be able to help me. Is this something made by Pearpoint? Mount Washington glass, Pearpoint? I have a feeling it may be. And it's not marked. I heard these Pearpoint pieces were marked. But under here is hollow. The base is hollow. Usually the Pearpoint pieces that I found on the internet that were centerpiece bowls and candelabras and all sorts of things, the bottom wouldn't be hollow. There would be like a panel of metal with a stamp that said Pearpoint and some kind of like pattern number. Not here. Not here at all, unless I'm blind and I didn't find it. But here we go. Here's the clues. I need your help. It's wheel cut. You could definitely see wheel cut etching going throughout this piece. You got this beautiful sprig of leaves with some sort of buds or berries. Then we have this ribbed area going from the top edge all the way to the bottom, but it's on the outside. So you could feel this bumpy area right on the outside, but not on the inside. It's completely flat. So if you know, write in the comments below who made this, if it's Pearpoint, if you know the pattern and you recognize this design, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It goes all throughout the piece, as you can see here. And I'm trying to get a good actual visual on that. Don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see that is etched and probably wheel cut. Really, really a lovely piece of glass. So again, if you're a reseller and you're on Etsy or you're on something that's not eBay, stay away from doing layaways. You know, somebody could make 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 payments and then decide to tell you, I'm not doing it anymore. And how do I know she was evicted and you know, and lost her job? She could have been bullshitting me. She just probably found it cheaper somewhere else and then decided, hey, I want my money back and I got it for cheaper somewhere else and screw this bitch. 5 months wasted waiting for payment for this item. I got $500 for it. I only paid $30 for this. Somebody, I don't know, got rid of it not knowing what it was. And the value I placed on it was $8.95. Price is subjective. Don't know its real, true value. But whatever someone's willing to pay for something is its value. I could put a price of $50 on this and someone would buy it. I could have put a price tag of $1,000 on this. Someone would probably buy it. That's the way the cookie crumbles in the antique and collectibles field. Thanks for watching. See you guys all soon. And don't do layaway.